Hey everyone, before we dive into the latest Warriors updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Draymond Green speaks out on Jonathan Kuminga's benching. Jonathan Kuminga sat out for the second game in a row as the Golden State Warriors held off the Memphis Grizzlies with a 121-116 win in the play-in tournament on Tuesday, April 15th. This victory secured the 7th seed in the playoffs for the Warriors. Despite Kuminga's recent absence from the lineup, Draymond Green, his strongest supporter on the team, stood by him. Green firmly stated that the 22-year-old forward would play a key role in their upcoming first-round series against the second-seeded Houston Rockets. "He'll contribute," Green said after the win. "He's doing great and putting in the work. That's all you can really do in this kind of situation. Stay ready, and he'll definitely be important for us in that series. I have no doubt about that." Green added that the biggest challenge for Kuminga is staying mentally focused, which is tough for anyone in his spot. But he repeated confidently, "I'm 1000% sure he's going to help us." Even with coach Steve Kerr extending the rotation to 10 players, Kuminga still didn't get on the floor. Guershon Yabusele, also known as Gui Santos, took his spot instead. The Brazilian forward had 3 points and 3 rebounds in 6 minutes off the bench. This is a major setback for Kuminga, a former lottery pick who once showed strong potential. He was performing well before suffering a poorly timed injury in December, just before the team traded for Jimmy Butler. At one point, Kuminga was the Warriors' second leading scorer before Butler arrived. Now, Butler has taken the spotlight, delivering his second consecutive 30-point game for the Warriors. Over the last 2 games, Butler has logged 88 out of a possible 101 minutes on the floor. Kuminga had impressive numbers against the Rockets earlier in the season. In 4 matchups, he averaged 21.3 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 1.8 assists. That raises the question, will Kerr bring him back into the rotation for the playoffs? Since returning from a major ankle injury that sidelined him for 31 games, Kuminga's role and stats have dropped significantly. In 15 games off the bench, he averaged 12.2 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 2.3 assists. Even worse, he shot only 21.1% from three-point range, which made it difficult to pair him with Butler in Kerr's system. Speaking to 95.7, The Game on April 10th, Kerr explained the shift. "Jimmy's arrival changed a lot for Jonathan at the 4 spot," Kerr said. "Once Jimmy got here and we started winning, we stuck with the lineups that helped him thrive. Jonathan was out during that whole stretch. I think we went 17-3, so we just kept doing what was working." Then Kerr addressed Kuminga's fit directly. "The lineup with Jimmy, Jonathan, and Draymond doesn't really work well," he admitted. "We need more spacing. We found other combinations that worked better. That's just part of being in the NBA. You have to adjust to what the team needs." Kuminga will now face another mental test, especially in a contract year. He's set to enter restricted free agency this summer. Last offseason, during failed extension talks, Kuminga reportedly sought a deal worth $35 million per year, according to Anthony Slater of The Athletic. As the 7th overall pick in 2021, Kuminga was starting to prove he deserved that kind of contract. Before his injury, he averaged 19.8 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 2.5 assists over a 17-game stretch, shooting 46.7% from the field and 37.3% from beyond the arc. But after the trade for Butler, everything changed. Unless Kuminga's role improves drastically soon, the big contract he hoped for might slip away. Analysts question Kuminga's future with Warriors. The Warriors relied heavily on their stars during Tuesday's win, but Jonathan Kuminga wasn't one of them. He stayed on the bench for the entire game. Head coach Steve Kerr chose not to play him, which raised eyebrows about Kuminga's future. Jake Weinbach, writing on X, didn't sugarcoat the situation. "It's still surprising that Jonathan Kuminga isn't seeing the floor," he wrote. Kuminga will become a restricted free agent this offseason. He averaged 15.3 points per game on 45.4% shooting this season. But given recent trends, his return to the Warriors seems unlikely. This season has been strange for Kuminga. Last year, he reached career highs and seemed to have secured a regular role. Early in the season, he was frustrated by his limited minutes and unclear role. But after a heartfelt conversation with Kerr, their relationship seemed to improve, and Kuminga became more involved. There were even reports last summer that the Warriors front office considered him untouchable in trade discussions. But clearly, that no longer seems true. Kuminga has missed several games this season, not because of injury, but due to coaching decisions. Kerr appears comfortable sticking with the rotations he's chosen, and doesn't seem inclined to reintegrate Kuminga. Being left out of crucial play-in tournament games sends a clear message about where he currently stands on the team. At this point, many fans and analysts wouldn't be surprised if he leaves in the summer. Now, the only questions left are, where will he go? And will he play meaningful minutes before the season ends? Harden reflects on Warriors. Blocking his path to a ring. James Harden recently shared his thoughts about the Warriors and how they've kept him from winning a championship. After the Clippers beat the Warriors 124-119 in the regular season finale at Chase Center, Harden was asked about Steph Curry's impressive longevity. The former Rockets and current Clippers guard had high praise for Curry and joked that the Warriors are the reason he's still ringless after 16 seasons. It's year 16. Steph is still doing his thing. What he's accomplished over his career, it's amazing, Harden said. We're watching true greatness. The battles against the Warriors teams I faced, they're probably the reason I haven't won a title yet. Although Harden has done well in the regular season against the Warriors in recent years, Golden State, with Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, dominated his Rockets in 4 playoff matchups: 2015, 2016, 2018, and 2019. Each time, the Warriors advanced to the NBA Finals. This upcoming series will be the Warriors' 5th playoff meeting with the Rockets, but it will be the first without Harden on Houston's side. Harden and the Clippers will face the Denver Nuggets in their own first-round playoff series starting Saturday. If the Clippers manage to beat Denver, we might get another Warriors versus Harden playoff matchup in the Western Conference Finals. What do you think about Harden's situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below.